Salut à tous les popis, c'est Popitox et j'espère que vous avez tous la forme. Aujourd'hui on se retrouve pour l'épisode 14 de GreedFall et aujourd'hui nous allons faire une pierre de cours. Nous allons voir, nous allons parler des anciennes ruines à Constantin. Voilà, juste là. Après il faudra qu'on monte. Donc je crois que ce sera juste ici. Après il faudra monter pour aller voir, comment il s'appelle hein. Machin chose. Allez on y va. On va parler déjà à lui.
Cousin! You have returned to me. Your absence was sorely felt.
We don't appear to be in top form. A house intrigue's keeping you from finding proper sleep.
No, nothing to bring me nightmares as of yet. I'm blaming it on the change of diet. Now, tell me what adventures you've been up to. If you only knew how bored I grow behind these walls.
We were not able, alas, to stop the clash between the forces of the Alliance and Siora's clan. We arrived at the village and the battlefield too late. The Queen fell.
I'm extremely sorry for your loss, Princess.
Thank you. My sister survived, fortunately, and we are recovering from this tragedy together. But our clan was extremely weakened by this battle and by recent events.
We shall keep a close eye on the Bridge Alliance and their undertakings. Rest assured.
You should know that the battle took place in the middle of ancient ruins. The ruins were quite strange. We discovered a fresco that I'm certain was crafted by continental hands.
Really? And how ancient are these ruins? Could they date back to the first landings of the Bridge Alliance?
They date much farther back than their arrival would explain. My mother and my grandmother have always known them.
Siora told me of a legend that spoke of them, about a people from the sea that were vanquished there.
Do you think it was the Nauts?
It is not our custom to found a landlocked settlement. We have our islands and it is enough for us.
If they are ancient, perhaps your people once practiced older customs. This story is troubling, but it reminds me of something that I once read in the reports of Lady Morange. You should go and find her. Perhaps she could tell us more about them.
Very well.
Anything else?
I'm going to leave now. Goodbye,
Ok.
Constantine.
Look out for yourself.
Bon, ça c'est fait. On va aller voir le monsieur qui est juste là-bas.
Sir de Corsilion.
Decidez, my young student, what can I do for you?
The mission you entrusted me with has made great progress.
Very well, let's see. Good, you have traveled great distances, and the terra incognita will soon be but a distant memory. Keep doing what you're doing, Desade. Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
I found no traces of Professor Seraphedin yet.
That's most regrettable. But keep looking for him, will you? You never know. Can your old professor still prove him?
I have come to find you because I received a complaint from the natives of the village of Vigigador. They want to be able to access a clearing, exploited by our woodcutters to heal it, to reforest it, I assume. But our men there say that it belongs to them, and are refusing to let the natives enter it. The site was supposedly ceded to them several months ago, but tensions are running high and some men have lost their lives. If we don't intervene, we're heading for a real confrontation.
It is very regrettable, and I approve of your desire to appease this conflict. According to what you have told me, if ever there was a contract, it must have been signed under our former governor. You should go to the archives and verify this. Then go and talk to Lady Laurine de Morange. And of course, I'll be delighted to help you once things have been clarified.
Thank you, Professor. Once more, you've been of great help.
Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Looking forward to seeing you again, Sir de Corsilion.
Bon. On peut se casser. il faudrait que j'aille où? Trouver les documents aux archives, c'est étage inférieur. Il faudrait que je passe par où? Par là-bas. Bah go hein. Ouais c'est ça, c'est par là-bas. Alors. Ici. Au terme d'une négociation ouverte entre le chef Duncan et le gouverneur de Morange concernant les terres cires de la région de Seine-Noire, il a été décidé par la présidente que les terres négociées seraient désormais l'entière et unique propriété de la congrégation marchande dans le but d'exercer une exploitation forestière. L'accès de cette parcelle est désormais restreint aux membres de la congrégation. Étudier le contrat avec Madame Morange. Ok. Pas de soucis.
Good day, dear sir. Happy to see you again in...
What do you know about the ruins found to the northwest of here?
The site that the natives call Didakidnadagace. I had countless questions about the place when our explorers and scouts first brought back sketches. Intrigued, I went there. I noted the architecture and their decorations. It is certain that they bear a striking resemblance with continental constructions, but they are more ancient. Too old to have been recently built by the Bridge Alliance settlers when they first set foot on the island. I even questioned the natives, but they only spoke of a people of the sea. My first thoughts went to the Nauts, but they're not known for building large towns, less so cities. There are other ruins on a cliff to the east of here. Perhaps they hide the key to this mystery. I hoped to organize an expedition, but the region is dangerous and hard of access. We explored mines at the bottom of the cliff, but we were not able to find an access to the plateau. If the mystery of these ruins intrigues you as much as me, it is in that direction that you should begin to look for answers. Can I help you with any other matter?
I need you to enlighten me about the property deed of a glade near Vigyigidor. The natives want to access this place, which according to them is sacred, and which they would like to heal. But some of our men there are using this deed to deny them access to the area. Tensions are running high, and some people have died.
Yes, there was a time when we enacted a lot of contracts. Do you have the document with you?
Yes, here it is.
This cession agreement is only signed with a cross on the native side. Well, writing is foreign to them, as is the notion of land ownership. For them, the earth only belongs to itself.
If they did not possess these lands, how did they cede them?
I doubt they knew what this agreement represented, to be honest.
In that case, why make them sign it?
When we arrived on the island, we had to ensure our access to certain commodities. We also had to make sure that we had legal ownership of the lands we were occupying. The natives dreamed of possessing some baubles that they didn't know how to craft. It was easy to make them sign agreements that they didn't understand by giving them some. I was a stranger to their philosophy then. I only thought about my city, and I regret it.
I'm sure we can fix this mistake.
I hope so, Your Excellency. Come, let's find Sir de Corsilion. Can I help you with any other matter?
My lady, I have to go.
Bon.
Goodbye.
Trouver une solution de conflit avec Monsieur de
Sir
Courcillon.
de Corsilion, it's always a pleasure.
Madame, I expect you've come to see me about this regrettable problem concerning a clearing, which my student told me about.
Indeed, and I think I may have a solution that will allow us to solve this conflict peacefully.
I'm listening.
I must admit that I established this at a time when the culture and the mentality of the natives was foreign to me. The clan of this village was rather open to our presence. They welcomed us with benevolence. For this reason, I think we should allow them access to these lands. In doing so, we would appease the tensions, and we would also retain ownership of the wood. We would even benefit from such an agreement if the natives reforest this area. Then we could exploit it for a longer period of time.
I find this decision perfectly viable, and I approve, but several men were killed, and their comrades will seek vengeance if the person or persons responsible do not pay for their crimes.
I am convinced that Dunkus, the chief of this clan, never approved such an action.
I understand, but I will only write a decree allowing people to go to this clearing, provided the murderer is delivered to us.
Thank you, Master. I will inform Dunkus of your decision.
Bon. Parler avec Duncan. Pas de soucis. Allez, go. Bon, on a fini avec cet endroit-là. Il faut se casser d'ici. Et voyager comme ça fait quoi?
Greetings! So,
Thanks.
Ok. Non, je préfère continuer à pied. Ah. Des pièces. Des pièces. Voilà. Allez, go. Alors. On va reprendre le voyage. Allez.
What brings you here, Ono Manawi?
At this old man's request, I investigated the conflict that opposes you and my nation regarding the clearing. You will now be able to access it freely, to accomplish your rituals or heal the area. and the congregation will keep exploiting the forest. However, there is one condition to this new agreement. You must deliver this man to us because he is responsible for the deaths of several woodcutters.
These men died because of their own foolishness. No one else is responsible for their deaths. If they hadn't cut all the oakerberry trees, they would have survived.
What does that mean? What are the two of you talking about?
3 woodcutters died after eating the meat of an andrig after it was killed by a venomous Dawson tat.
It's nothing but a terrible coincidence. And if they had eaten the oakerberries...
We know that you are responsible for this. The hunters told me everything.
How could you do this? You acted more foolishly than an irascible adolescent. By killing these men, you have brought upon us their wrath. And it is only natural that they should ask for justice.
Dunkus, I beg you. I only wanted the Renoigse to understand the value of the trees they were cutting.
Bloodshed only leads to more bloodshed, and you know that. I would never have thought you capable of doing something so foolish.
If you want to stop the woodcutters taking vengeance into their own hands, you must deliver this man to us.
I understand. But I have one condition before we make this agreement. The Lugaid Blau fooled us in the past. It is their turn to prove their good faith.
What do you want from us?
There is a mine in the forest that the congregation has long operated with help from my people. But digging into the mountain has risked it collapsing. We reinforced the earth with wood. We worked with the Lugaid Blau to save the mountain and the men. We agreed to stop digging and sealed the entrance with a boulder. But some Renaigse came back, and I think they started digging again. And some of my people started going missing. Perhaps because they had seen them break their promise. If the mountain collapses and it is your clan's fault, thousands of lives will be lost.
And you want me to intervene?
You have to stop them. Remind them of their promise. This is the price of my trust. If you do, we punish the person responsible for the death of the woodcutters, and all our quarrels will be gone.
I'll go to this mine and see what's going on.
Is there anything else?
I must leave. Goodbye, Dunkus.
Qua awalum seg.
Ok. J'ai gagné un niveau ou pas? Non. Ok. Alors, je dois aller par là. Allez, go. Ouais, je dois aller par là.
Sorry, this is private property.
Actually, no one should be able to enter. This mine is doomed. It's terribly dangerous.
I wouldn't know. Our employer, Mr. Maillard, is the owner. He's got all the deeds required. Listen, you should go to the authorities. They can confirm all the paperwork.
I definitely will.
Ok.
Sorry, this is private Sorry.
This makes no sense. Why resume the exploitation of a dangerous mine? Do they want their men to die?
They may not realize how dangerous this is. We should take a closer look.
Espionner l'activité de la mine.
We should take the path that overlooks the outer wall. We should be able to see inside from there.
Look, they freed access to the mine. Chained natives. It's probably those missing people that Dunker spoke about, that they used to dig the mine.
They've made them into slaves. We must talk to Sir de Courcillon. I hope that our nation is not involved in this business.
Ok. Exposer la situation à Monsieur de Courcillon. Bah, il y en a des allers-retours. Hein. Ah, ça s'appelle comment? Campement dans la demeure native. Voilà. Des allers-retours, des allers-retours. Alors. Il est en haut. Aller-retour, 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 aller-retour. Putain. J'aime pas les allers-retours.
Sir de Courcillon.
The Sade.
I've come to ask you about a mine near Vigygador. It was closed for a long time for security reasons, but someone has started exploiting it again.
I seem to recall that a concession in this area was sold to a master Maillard. However, I do not recall the details of the contract. It was established by the previous government. He is a rich merchant from Serene who arrived on the island only a short while before we did. People say that he is unscrupulous.
Unscrupulous? That's an understatement. This man had some natives captured and he's using them as slaves to work in this mine.
What? Does this old brigand really think that he is above the law? We cannot tolerate such methods, but we must determine the best way to attack him. You should start by finding the deed to his property in the archives. Don't worry, we'll not let this man's behavior go unpunished. Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Bah non, c'est tout.
Looking forward to see.
Allez, maintenant on va aller aux archives. Archives, archives, archives. De mémoire, je crois que c'est en bas. Ouais, c'est en bas. C'est ça. Alors. Ces documents étaient écrits dans le jargon des juridiques. juriste, il s'agit néanmoins du titre de propriété de Maître Maillard sur des terrains dirigés dans la région de Seine-Noire et comportant d'anciennes mines. Le document a été signé par Madame de Morange. Son aide vous sera nécessaire pour comprendre toutes les subtilités juridiques.
What do these documents say?
I get lost in all the legal jargon, but they have Lady Morange's seal on them. We should find her to understand exactly what they say.
Allez, allons voir Madame Morange. Encore heureusement que mon personnage il court vite un peu. Heureusement qu'il a endurance illimitée.
Good day, dear sir. Happy to see you again in such...
I need your advice once more. This time it's about the property deeds of a plot of land and of a mine acquired by a certain Maillard. Here are the deeds. I must admit that I understand very little of what's written, but your seal is on it.
Do not worry, this type of document is always difficult to decipher for the uninitiated. However, they are very clear. Master Maillard is the owner of a plot of land located near Vigyigidor. He can exploit the forest and plant anything he wants there, but it says here that he does not have the right to exploit the mine. It's even repeated in this other paragraph. Any attempt at mining on this land is forbidden.
And yet the mine which was located on this plot of land has been reopened, and is being exploited as we speak.
According to these documents, the mine has been closed for security reasons. This man's behavior is reckless. You should go see him. He's presently in New Serene. He usually spends time at the port when he comes. He has some warehouses there.
Ok. Rencontrer Maître Maillard. Il est là.
Master Maillard.
Who's asking?
De Sardet. I am the legate of the congregation.
Well, I'm flattered. What brings you here, Your Excellency?
I'm here to talk to you about the mine you have near Vigyigidor. Are you aware that you have no right to operate it? Nor are you allowed to employ slaves there.
But what are you talking about? Surely this is a misunderstanding. Listen, I'm sure there is a way for us to get along. I'm an honest merchant. I've always paid all taxes, and the small bonuses needed. Please tell your cousin that I would be happy to send him the gift of his choice. Now, Your Excellency, if you will allow me, I have to get back to my activities.
I'm afraid you don't understand, Master. It's not a money problem. That mine is dangerous, and you endanger the congregation on this island by behaving this way with the natives.
Come on, don't be so serious, young man. I'm sure it's nothing that a small bonus can't fix. Goodbye, sir. Best wishes to your cousin.
Enfoiré.
Excuse me, Your Excellency, but I must hurry. I have a lot of work.
Ouais. Alors, au revoir encore, monsieur de Courcillon.
Sir de Courcillon. I verified the contract with Lady Morange. The exploitation of the mine is illegal, as we expected. without even taking into account what he's doing to the natives. I then went to meet Master Maillard.
So, what did he have to say in his defense?
He turned a deaf ear and tried to bribe me.
Oh, some of these merchants are so rich that they forget basic decency. But it's high time we reminded him of who is in charge of the congregation on this island. Here, this is an eviction notice which dispossesses him of all his land for breaching his contract. For his crimes against the natives, he's banished from this island. I will make him aware of this decision, but you should go to the mine immediately. The prisoners must be freed as soon as possible, and the mine closed once more.
I'll take care of it.
Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Bien.
Looking forward to...
Bien, bien. Bien fait pour sa gueule. Mais je pense que... il va se venger et on va essayer... et il faudra le vaincre. Je suis sûr à 100% qu'il va pas se laisser faire comme ça. Ce mec. Donc je suis sûr que dès qu'on va aller à la mine... bah à partir de là, bah, c'est sûr à 100% qu'on va devoir l'enfanter et le tuer. Alors. Du coup. On va devoir se casser. On va voyager, on va prendre le truc de voyage là-bas. Le plus proche. On va aller à cette mine et finir cette mission plus vite parce que les allers-retours sont extrêmement longs, je trouve. C'est dommage, ça casse un petit peu le jeu. Ça gâche un petit peu le jeu, mais bon, c'est pas grave. Allez. C'est bon, cassez-vous maintenant.
Sorry, this is private property.
I don't need your authorization. I have here an eviction notice signed by the governor's ministers. The former owner, Mr. Maillard, has lost his rights due to a breach of contract.
Look, ultimately, we are not the ones who decide. We only obey the boss's orders.
In that case, where can I find him to notify him of his loss?
You'll find him around here somewhere, Your Excellency.
Excellent.
Ha. Alors, voyons un peu.
Are you looking for trouble? You'd better be on your way.
Ok.
Master Maillard, I'm so glad to find you here. Here is a document from Sir de Corsillon on behalf of my cousin. Considering the fact that you have not respected the terms of your contract of ownership, you are hereby expelled. The methods you used against the islanders has also ensured your banishment from Tier D.
Impossible. By what right?
Ah, je le savais.
This man threatens me.
Bit of poison on my blade.
Voilà.
Let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
Aïe.
Slavers have always disgusted me. Let's free the natives and find Dunkus.
Voilà. Allez. Parfait, parfait, parfait. C'est bon.
Go without fear. You are free. And know that we are sorry for what happened to you.
You must believe that not all the gate blow or loit.
He is an Almanawi. That's why he understands us. Thank you. We will not forget you.
Tant mieux. Bon. Ça, c'est fait. C'est ça la mine. Ok. Bon. Très bien. Mission accomplie. Mission accomplie. Alors maintenant on va aller voyager encore. Se reposer. Voilà. Voyager. Là-bas. Parfait. Alors, ce que je voulais faire. Oui. Voilà. Ça c'est fait. C'est bon. Vendre. Voilà. Reprendre le voyage. Une mission de fête.
What brings you here on Almanawi?
I was able to close the mine. The man who operated it was arrested and he will be banished.
Yes, those you freed told me. From now on, you are my Karants, my friend. You knew how to renew my trust in your clan. Just as trees grow back after being cut.
Thank you, Dunkus. I'm honored. Will you give us the old man now?
If you allow it, I would like to punish him myself. Enough blood has been spilled, and he will only call for more of it. Since he loved the forest to the point of killing for it, he will be sentenced to heal it. Every day he will replant what your men will cut down. Every day until the end of his life. Does this punishment seem acceptable to you?
If I explain to Sir de Corsilion that the man was sentenced to forced labor, I suppose he will approve. Thank you, Dunkus. It's a wise sentence.
Is there anything else?
I must leave. Goodbye, Dunkus.
Parfait. Mission accomplie. Donc du coup, l'équilibre avec les lames de masse renforcé. Ok. Ça c'est fait. Là c'est quoi? Lance un cri de rage, augmente fortement la vitesse d'enchaînement des attaques. Ok, là c'est 3 points. Attribut. Ah, merde. Attribut, alors. Précision. Voilà. Parfait. Maintenant que ça c'est fait, Rencontrer le gouverneur de TM et l'interroger sur Mycore, ok. Se rendre à l'ancienne mine indiquée par Madame Morange. Ça c'est quête normale. Exploration, ça on s'en fout. Retrouvailles familiales, ok. Attendre, ok. Reposer son aide à Vasco.
Desarde, I'd like to know more about. Could you accompany me to see Lady Morange?
All right, Vasco.
Ok. Interroger Madame Morange. Allez, go. Alors, Madame Morange. Où êtes-vous, Madame Morange? Ah. Aubépine. Ça je ramasse. Madame Morange, elle est là.
Good day, dears.
Ça.
We would like to have some information regarding an important family, the Darcys.
Well, I could tell you many things about them, but I suppose that you want to know something in particular?
Are there any members of this family on the island?
Indeed, Bastien Darcy, the son of the family, has been in New Serene for some time. Last I heard about it, he was doing business, but that doesn't help in knowing where he is. The Darcys' first attempt at establishing themselves on this island wasn't very fruitful, but I seem to recall that since then the son has found a competent associate who's been working here for a long time.
Perfect. Could you tell us where to find her?
Of course. Ask for a Madame Clerc near the warehouses on the port. That's where she normally is. I hope the Darcys are not in trouble.
Don't worry, madam. Their name was simply mentioned in some business discussions. We are thinking about becoming associates. We would like to know more about them to form an opinion.
If you ask me, you should forget this idea, Your Excellency. Their son is a poor business partner.
Why do you say that?
I do not mean to speak ill of him. Perhaps it would be better for you to form your own opinion.
Well, thank you for your help, madam.
Can I help you with any other matter?
C'est tout.
My lady, I have to...
Voilà. On va aller ok. On va voir ce qui se trame.
Can I help you? Are you here to do business?
Are you Madame Clerc?
We would like to meet with your associate, Mr. Darcy.
Bastien? I don't know where he is. I can't say that he often graces us with his presence.
You don't have the slightest idea where he is?
I am not his caretaker, you know.
You don't seem to hold him in high regard.
Listen, my relationship with my associate is no one else's concern. And if you didn't come to do business, well...
I've got a hunch that your associate has brought you more problems than benefits. What would you say if I offered you some gold to compensate for your losses?
I see that you understand the struggles of a simple merchant. He was supposed to go to Hikmet to deal with one of our clients, but I didn't receive any news from him after his departure. And given his tendency to get himself into impossible situations, I didn't try to get any.
Who is this client?
His name is Ferrat. You'll find him in the Alchemist district. I'll write this down.
You think something may have happened to him there?
His mission wasn't very complicated. He had to pay for a valuable shipment and take charge of it. With Bastion, anything is possible.
Thank you, madam.
Bon. Du coup les amis, on va se laisser ici pour cet épisode. Ben ouais, ce que j'ai envie. Voilà. Donc on va voyager pour la prochaine fois. Donc on va aller voir le client. Pas de soucis. Du coup voilà. J'espère en tout cas que cet épisode vous aura plu. N'hésitez pas à partager, à liker, à vous abonner. Et bien sûr, comme d'habitude les amis, faites ce que vous voulez. Moi je vous fais de très gros bisous. Et je vous dis à la prochaine pour un nouvel épisode, bien sûr, sur GreedFall. Bisous les amis.